and what do you see, and what does it feel like?
Well, to be honest, I really try not to think, it's always best to not think when you're shooting. I've had a jump shot since I was, little, and so I think my shot's always been one of my stronger points in the game of basketball. And, my teammates, they always find me, they always get me open, so all the credit goes to them, but, it's a lot of fun going out on the fast break and getting getting the ball and setting up and, shooting, and when it finally goes to the hoop, it's a feeling like that it truly is.
And where do you go from here? Are you set to go to a school next year to play college athletics, to study? What's in your immediate future?
Well, I haven't made a decision yet, but a few NAIA and Division III schools are looking at me, and so I'm looking to make a decision here in the next couple weeks, hopefully. And I'm hopefully looking to play college basketball, and so we'll see where God takes me, but hopefully I'll be able to decide that in the near future.
And it's not too private, Paul Seaton. Can you share the significance of your strong faith?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. All the credit, everything I do, I couldn't do without my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. My parents brought me up in the Catholic faith, and it's taught me to have a strong faith. It's the most important thing in life. Nothing else matters. Tim Tebow, he's a great example of that. He's someone I look up to in the world of sports, and he's not afraid to share his faith, and he's a great guy. So I just try to do my best every day to serve the Lord, and I do everything I can to glorify Him.
And sometimes Tim Tebow, he's out there in that big state. He is not reluctant at all to share his faith. But you hear the naysayers, and you know how he's persecuted by some places in our society, radio talk shows or in newspapers or wherever. People take a shot at him for being so vocal about his faith. And what do you think of that? How he's persecuted in some quarters, but on the other side, how he's praised for exhibiting that example of faith.
It shows a great amount of courage on Tebow's part. God said in His Word, you're going to get persecuted, and so I'm sure He knows it's coming, and it's a great credit to Tebow for what he does. He's really bold, he's really courageous. Every time he gets the chance to stand up for his faith, he doesn't back down, and in the end, when God blesses him, as is obvious, he's getting a lot of attention. He's making millions of dollars, and so it's a great tribute to Tebow and what the Lord is doing in his life.
And when he gets down on that knee and he prays and you're watching the game, what goes through your mind, Paul?
I just think what a great amount of courage it takes. Not many people would do that, especially in this day and age, and so it's really inspiring for me to see that. It encourages me that there's athletes out there who care about their faith and want to stand out. And it's big inspiration for me to see that.
Well, again, you're a big inspiration to all of us who watch Paul Seaton play. We're going to miss you very, very much. And I'm sure the entire student body at Hope are going to miss your presence on that campus, because you're a shining example of what they all want to be. You're a role model for them, and that's what you are. When I watch you play on your team and walk your campus, wherever you are, people literally look at you and they smile and they say, I want to be like Paul Seaton. Do you realize that you're a role model from those underclassmen out at Hope Christian School?
I realize it, but I try not to think too much of it. I try my best to stay grounded, stay humble, and do everything that I can to serve the Lord. And, I definitely know that I'm being a role model. I have younger siblings who look up to me, and so I know I'm kind of always under a microscope. But, I just do everything for God, and, that makes my life a whole lot easier.
And as we wrap up our interview today, what did you think of that setting last night with all those outstanding athletes and all the parents, all the coaches, and, gosh, everybody dressed up to the hilt, and the evening that was put forth by State Farm Insurance? What did you think of last night's event?
Yeah, well, the Metro Bay Parade, it's always a great time, and, all the best athletes from around Albuquerque gather. And, it's really cool to see that all the hard work pays off, all those long hours, those long days, finally come to fruition. And it's cool to see everyone, a lot of us know each other there. I'm at the Metro Bay Parade, and, it's sad for senior year, and it was my last banquet, but a lot of memories, and it's always a great time.
Well, on a personal basis, I love broadcasting your game, whether it be a football game or a basketball game or whatever you do. You inspire me. When I see you give it your all like you do, Paul Seaton, it makes Henry T. want to give it his all as well. So thank you for all the inspiration you've given me. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Mr. T. I appreciate you having me on the morning show this morning. It's really a real honor.
And what's the rest of your day going to involve? What's going to be this day on the campus of Hope for you?
I will attend class until 3 p.m. and then I will go to track practice. I'm running track this spring.
Wow.
Until about 5:30, and then I'll get home, eat a good dinner, try to spend some time with my family. After that, I just kind of hit the bus hard. My senior year is coming to a close, and got a lot of studying to get done, and so it's going to be busy these last couple of weeks, but it'll be good.
It's a full day for Paul Seaton. How late do you stay up studying?
On tough nights, I stay up usually till about midnight, but, usually I'm going to stay up till about, 10 or 11 doing homework, depending on the workload. But, I have a lot of studying to get done, and I'm trying to keep my grades up, balance sports, along with my academics and family life and spiritual life. It's a lot, but, it's really been good for me. God's been good.
Incredible. How do you balance all of that?
There's really a lot of time management, sacrifice, friends want to hang out, sometimes you just got to pass it up and, hit the books. It's hard, but, it's good, and, I've come to learn that hard work really does pay off and makes you stand out.
Wow, you shine all over the city today. Paul Seaton, ladies and gentlemen, we thank him for his contribution to all of us on this very special day. Get to class, and if you're late to class, tell your teacher that Henry T. wrote you out a hall pass, okay?
Yeah. Sounds good, Mr. T. Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
You're welcome. Thank you, Paul Seaton. The very best to you in the future. We're going to keep tabs of you. Is that all right?
That sounds good. Sounds good, Mr. T.
Take care, buddy. We hear Paul Seaton, one of the state's finest all-around athletes, and what an inspiration he gave us all this morning, and just that strong character that he possesses. And boy, did he give credit to his friends. Right now, from your heart to their heart, I'm not here, nobody's here. Give them a message out of your heart right now.
Well, Dad, I know you're listening. I just want to thank you for all that you've done for me through my life and through these high school years. And I'm really trying to miss you too next year when I go off to college, but I know you'll always be there for me, and I really couldn't have been blessed with better parents and better role models.
There you go. See you later, Paul. Take care of yourself.
Oh, that's a good. Thank you.
Wow. Well, I hit you right in the heart, ladies and gentlemen.